Howdy hey, Lindsay here, and today on this episode of Disneyland vs. Walt Disney World, we are talking about Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters and Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Just a reminder, this is in a podcast style, so I may slip up on my words, and that this ride is good, but this one's a little bit better comparison. Let's begin with its backstory. Before Buzz's ride, the ride was called Delta Dream Flight, all to do with airplanes and travel, and this ride opened on June 23rd, 1989, and then in 1996 it was renamed Take Flight. And finally, on January 5th, 1998, the ride officially closed and was replaced with Buzz Lightyear's ride. This was a good move for Disney. I mean, the success of Toy Story in 1995 and the plans for Toy Story 2 to come out in 1999, the Disney Imagineers set out to make Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin and Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters. The line cue is the same for both. You travel through some drawings and maps of planets, and you see the Buzz Lightyear animatronic telling you what to do, and then you loop around into your vehicle. The queue, however, is a bit more open and indoors at Walt Disney World, which is good to escape the heat and not be close to other sweating people. I wanted to split the points, but I think I'll give Walt Disney World this one. It is the same for both parks, but that AC and space part is a deal breaker for me. The vehicles are the same. You sit down, the safety bar and gun rack comes toward you, and you can spin the vehicle. But at Walt Disney World, the gun rack is stuck in place, making you spin the vehicle more, while at Disneyland, the gun's detached so you can move all around. This is more of an opinionated approach, since most people seem to be fine with either. I mean, Walt Disney World is good because you can get proper shooting form and use the vehicle's purpose of spinning, while at Disneyland you don't need to spin as much, but you can move your gun closer to wall targets and be able to shoot to the side of you. I think for mobility purposes, I will give Disneyland a point. For both parks, you load and unload the same way. Step onto a conveyor belt and hop into your vehicle of two. Then the safety bar and the guns come toward you, and off you go. And then upon returning, you see your final score rankings on the wall. I'm usually a planetary pilot. No big deal. The safety bar goes up, and off you go onto the conveyor belt and walk down the hallway. I'm gonna split the points for this round. Walt Disney World. You go into some astronauts and a disco ball. This is your chance to practice shooting. Then, robots. Robots everywhere. Next, some bugs and green sludge and that cool volcano. Bam! Zurg and battery. You enter the tunnel with the stars and the ships fighting and the super secret and very often missed Hidden Mickey. This is your chance to smile too, since the ride takes a fun pick. Then you see Zurg is defeated and his ship is broken, and then you enter the tunnel of the little green men and you see Zurg get tossed around with the claw machine and the Buzz audio animatronic thanking you, and then you're off. Ooh, whoa, that was that was quick. Now for Disneyland. Bam! Robots right away. You know what you signed up for. No practice here, just right into the ride. Ba-bam! Batteries everywhere. And then into the bugs and the sludge and the volcano. Get a quick glimpse of Zurg and this tunnel that looks like the light speed effect from Star Wars, and this tunnel is full of so many hidden targets, it is insane. Then you see Buzz shooting Zurg with some lasers, and then you see Zurg in his packaging dangling from the claw machine, while the little green men have their secret receipt, preparing to return him to Al's toy barn. Love the reference. Anyways, another thing that is at Walt Disney World, all the targets are the same amount of points, with a few hidden extra point spots. At Disneyland, all the targets are shaped differently depending on the amount of points it is worth. I honestly love both rides, and this could be a bit biased, but for nostalgic reasons, the Walt Disney World one gets the points. Because every time I went to Walt Disney World as a kid, I'd usually go on and take on my brother, and we had so much fun. And I've only been on the one at Disneyland like twice, so I'm gonna give Walt Disney World the point. And the winner of Disneyland versus Walt Disney World is Walt Disney World Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Do you agree or disagree? Make sure to comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and see you real soon.